Low carb, keto, Western price, bull crap. This is the truth and this is what it looks like. Hi everybody, vegans, fruitarians. I was a little surprised by the comments because there's a lot of comments where there's things I could add to them, some corrections. It's so similar to the comments I was reading 8 years ago. It seems like people's perspective with fruit hasn't changed much. And why is that? I've been promoting fruit as the healthiest food you can eat the whole 10 years I've been in this community. Let's get to the comments. Here's someone, I haven't read anything like this, saying that he's spreading misinformation. Not really. He didn't really conclude something, and he wasn't specific. Yes, people are overeating in fruitarian diets. Yeah, some people. Okay, I found a comment here with a lot of misunderstandings about fruit. See, he said humans can live healthy on raw meat. No, that's a myth. It doesn't make sense to me that our ancestors lived on plants. Like, what did they eat? What? Almost every fruit is different than they were before, and they didn't grow all year round. Number one, it doesn't matter that they were different. Fruit is fruit. Things change. Nature is always changing. The thing about fruit not growing all year round is the experience of someone who doesn't live in the tropics. And no fruit grows all year round. There's a season for every fruit plant where the fruits come and go. But in the tropics, you're always going to have many types of fruit that are growing at one time. Plus, it was probably, see, there that is. Again, he's making an uneducated guess. Incredibly hard to saturate yourself on plants. Well, that was so ignorant, I'm not even going to comment. Not human food, but he seems to be doing well. Who are you to say what's human food and what isn't? It's not for anyone to say, it's for nature to say. And nature has said. As you can see in this chart, humans are frugivores. If we were put into nature with no tools or knowledge, we would have to eat a fruit-based diet. Oh, someone has said what I just said. We have a species-specific diet. It's very clear. Why does no one talk about protein aging people when it does? Fruit's not aging people. Rice is not. It's taxing on the organs. Yeah, I've said that. Yeah, if you're worried about aging, that's one way to guarantee it. That's what I was thinking. It's junk food that ages people. When someone makes a comment like this, I like to go up here and look at the person's name because you know what's coming. Responses to Samuel Romano. Let's see. Yeah, same old dogma I've heard before. You're just repeating what you've heard somewhere. Aren't we all here? But I don't know who he's talking to yet. I used to do the same. Yeah, we all did. Doesn't matter how many times you repeat it or how many times you praise fruit. What matters, in the end, if it works or not. Period. I know for a fact that a fruitarian diet does not work for everybody. There's that. Yeah, that's a pretty tiring argument there. That's the end of it. Okay. It's not fruit that's not working. It's your body that's not working. Okay, I want to cover this. Gram is 66. He looks better than most. Great shape. See, that's what's important. You know, filling out your skin with fat doesn't do you any good if you're dead. Here I am. Someone had said, a lot of 66-year-olds have better skin than Dr. Graham. And the correct response is they have fat too. And that fills out the skin. That didn't stop someone from coming in and still saying he looks worse than most junk food eating Americans. Yeah, people who eat junk foods for 66 years are fat. So their neck isn't gonna look like Doug Graham's. He focused on Dr. Graham's neck because it's really bad. But my neck is not. I'm nearing the age that Dr. Graham was when he first came out with the book, 80-10-10. Yep, here we go. Fruitarians are most likely lacking essential fats and proteins, along with running high triglycerides. My criticism here is most likely is basically telling us he's ignorant, which he is. You need very little essential fats. You need them, but you need very little of them, and that's fruit. Same thing with protein. And then this is just nonsense. Also consider we learned to cook to extract nutrients. Yeah, I had a comment that I posted. We learned to cook fruit to extract nutrients. But, see, it's a half-truth. They're leaving out information that turns the whole thing around. We cook food to extract nutrients from foods that we're not meant to eat. So we need to cook those foods. We only cook foods because we were eating the foods that we weren't meant for, and we need to cook them. You don't need to cook fruit. And notice people don't cook fruit. And when you do, it doesn't really work out. It just ruins the fruit. Fruit has all the nutrients in the amounts we need, and they're easily accessible. Our physiology is made for fruit, and we should consider ourselves lucky. That's a great food to be able to eat, for many reasons. Fruit's so easy to get, it's easy to eat, you don't have to catch it, and you just get less trouble with fruit than you get with any other food group. I commented again. Still trying to find the right diet. You didn't read 80-10-10 then. Because that is it. Fruit is the food. Why on earth would cholesterol skyrocket too? On fruit. That's just weird, man. Vicky says, love you, vegan carburetor. Another one for me. Didn't know why my cholesterol and triglycerides skyrocketed every time I do 100% fruit. I have asked around for years, never get an answer. Yeah, it's a weird thing there. Another one for me. For you, fruit has the nutrients we need. It's high time you face and accept that. Well, I accept that people are different, but fruit covers it. There are very few people for whom my fruitarian diet works well for the needs based on lifestyle activity goals. What's he getting at? I know for a fact. There are people who gave it an honest try and didn't work out. What do you mean didn't work out? They do better on starches, legumes, sprouts. You mean they don't detox? Don't give me some crap excuses. Oh, like detox? That was a good one. Don't give me some crap excuses about under-eating, which a lot of people do, of course, because fruit is the least calorie-dense food group aside from vegetables. Yeah, underripe fruit is another thing, because there is a lack of nutrients in a lot of fruit in the stores, or anything like that. Just accept the facts. Fact. Genetics. I don't know about that. I really don't know. You know, we're all humans. Every cow eats the same. Every horse eats the same. Every monkey eats the same. Every lion eats the same. Ask a zoologist. There's no individual diets. I'm being called closed-minded when I'm the most open-minded person you'll ever meet. Well, now see, if I'd read this stuff earlier, I could have skipped this whole thing. Sometimes they don't give themselves away until later. So now they're getting personal here. Harley and Tim Van Orden look like crackheads till they got fake teeth. Christina's been raw for 12 years. And she looks healthy. Hey, you think Tim got dental issues from fruit? Maybe that's what you choose to believe. Christina isn't fruitarian. She's getting fat. First of all, she had some problem a year ago, but that went away. She eats mostly fruit. That's fruitarian. Yes, from fruit and lack of essential nutrients, which are... His tooth decay is not normal. Well, I have news for you. This is the other thing that belongs in this discussion. Do you think that people go fruitarian because their health is fine? People don't change their diet that much if they're in fine health. They have to be having problems to push them to alter their diet that much. Like I said, I had problems at a young age. Vegetable Police has problems. Tim Van Orden had dental problems before he went vegan. The person says that decay is not normal. Well, the way people eat in this world is not normal. The way Tim Van Orden ate as the typical American is what caused his abnormal dental problems. That is low fruit, high protein, junk food, and so much ignorance in one sentence. Lack of essential nutrients. Well, that describes the standard American diet. People are really assuming that the way most people eat has you covered nutritionally? And these are people watching vegan videos who believe this? This is a sad state of our community here. Okay, I gotta wrap this up. Final word about AGEs, advanced glycation antiproducts. I think that these glycogen molecules become end products because they were eaten in a refined state, separated from the nutrients that they belong with that help them to assimilate properly. And so that's the way it is with refined food and also drugs. It's because they're refined. It's the refined processed foods that have the strange reactions in the body and cause the problems. Rate this video a thumbs up or down. Leave a comment below.